Alrighty. Today, December 2nd, Tuesday. Two trades, one went break even, the other one lost. We are gonna get right into it. If I can find it. Replay mode. Alright, coming into the day. Uh, it was interesting because if you go to the 1 hour chart, you clearly see that we've just been pumping all of last week and now this week as well. Inversing 1 hour gaps. We had this 1 hour high that we're going to take it as a liquidity to see what would happen. I don't know why that's not drawing out. And then we had this intermediate 1 hour low as well. So off market, wanted to see some kind of retracement into this 1 hour low and then get a play upward. But we could have seen it either way. We could have seen us hit this 1 hour high and then come down just because we had a SMT. Actually, this is where is 910? I don't know why on my right it's not in replay mode, but this high, actually you'll see what happens. But basically during the AM session we create a bearish SMT. It was here. We had a bearish SMT and then we created another one at these highs. You can see up here. But anyway, but either way we're still bullish until we hit a kind of key level. See off market or off open, we rip. We hit that 1 hour, and we just kept pumping. Let me try to get ES out of the way. Hit the 1 hour, keep pumping. That's fine. Maybe we're gonna see if a 5-minute gap opens, which it eventually does right here. 5-minute gap opens. And then we have this up top. I marked it out. It's a 4 hour gap from about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. We had a 4 hour gap that was never tapped into. Could be a nice, probably where price is heading to see if we're going to react off of it or not. But just go back to the 1 minute. We have a 5-minute that gets created on that candle. So now we have to tap into it. I'm I don't know why. Actually, I could pull up ES, but let's see here. What time are we at? 9:47. Let's go to. Here, this is the play. 9:47. Sweep. We have an SMT all the way at this. So we actually have an SMT at this candle. SMT right here. So internal SMT. I'm pretty sure we had an external SMT as well with the 1 hour gaps, but I just don't want to lose a spot real quick. And you'll see basically price reacts. I'm pretty sure this is where. Nah, because it resweeps again. There's no gap that got created. We resweep the lows. We still have this SMT. But on ES, this was where's 930 low? 930 low is right here. So on ES we're drawn to 930 lows, but we still have this crazy SMT. We get a 30-second gap here, and what we end up doing is we end up taking this 30-second gap that forms because it had good momentum. And on the trade we instantly we went break even pretty quick. Went break even. We re-entered a little bit later. I think somewhere around here we re-entered, or I'm not too sure honestly. But I know we broke even off the rip, and then we tried to re-enter here, and we just got re-swept out the low. Now, that trade, I think it was fine. I think after the break even, we should not have re-entered when it was up here already, trying to target this 4 hour gap. But what we should have seen was, or waited for, was ES to hit 930 low. And you can see once ES hit 930 low, we still have SMT with 930 low. We would still have an external SMT with the 1 hour chart. Let me just double check that we actually had an SMT. Oh, I don't think we did. Right? 9. 10 o'clock opens. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Because we're going to see the 10 o'clock candle open. But this was 10 o'clock for them. SMT. And our SMT was right here. So, external SMT. Internal SMT. ES was just... ES hit 9:30. So, like, it would have been right here. Because at 10 o'clock, we open up... And 10 o'clock is almost always going to deliver us to a target. Not always, but you could see internal, external, 5-minute gap. We swept all these resting lows, right? And now the reason this one is better than the last one is for two things. One, we actually create a 1-minute gap, which is fire. But the reason this was, I mean, this last trade was good. Like, it was, you had the internal SMT, you had the external SMT. We had a clear draw, we had a 5-minute gap, and we had a gap coming out of good momentum. And honestly, I think if we took this correctly, I think the gap actually closed there. If we took this just 1-to-1, or 17 points, we would have instantly hit. And even if we went higher, like a little bit higher or whatever. But the reason that one wasn't the best was just because ES was clearly drawing to its 9:30 lows, and we didn't really have, we have all this accumulation, but we need some kind of manipulative move. And with this accumulating, you could technically say that this 5-minute, like retracing into the 5-minute, could have been the move, and this again could have been manipulation, which is fine. But this is a clear, like, 3-candle manipulating down, and to confirm that, we had ES hit into a key level, which is that 9:30 low, or I guess their AM session low. Actually, I could turn on the to make it. Oh wait, I need the settings on. This was AM low for them at the time, right? So they hit into AM low, we don't. SMT, that just makes it 10 times better. This is the trade. We didn't take this trade. I'm just saying this is the trade we should have taken. And then you could literally have targeted up here, stop at the low, and you would see actually that this 36, this ends up crushing. So not mad about the first trade going break even. We just should not have re-entered up here, but that's totally fine. But we ball.